Hello and welcome to another episode of Holding It Down with Three Plates Tommy. Right here today we got a legend, hip hop, know what I'm saying, out here. If you're from the LA area, you already know what's up. You listen to good music. The one and only Gel Roc.
What up, y'all? Big ups to Tommy Three Plates. You know what I'm saying? Holding It Down podcast. We're here. That's what's up.
Yeah, we're right here holding it down. We're lucky to have you right here. A lot of history of music. For the people that don't know, the underground hip hop scene in LA, it's crazy. It's been here forever, and one of the ones that everyone knows as fucking from. If you're from out here, you know what's up. You fuck with Gel Roc,
Word up, man.
And yeah, and if you got some records you wanted to show us, and then you guys got a whole bunch of shit going on right now.
Yeah,
no?
Man. We're constantly making records, man. I'm from a couple different crews. E times 2 is my original hip hop crew that I was doing music with. Back in the day, like in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? Early '90s. I'm from a graffiti crew, Life Seen Differently, from Whittier, LA. You know what I'm saying?
LSD.
LSD.
So
I've just been part of the culture since I was a youngster. You know what I'm saying? And so I started out, doing the graph thing. You know what I'm saying? In high school, and went through all the phases as a youngster, break dancing, popping, and all that shit, skating and gang banging, and avoiding the gang bang shit by staying in the music. Actually, is what got me out of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't gang banging, but all my best friends were, and a couple of my homies passed, gang banging, You're one of the lucky ones. Yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones that just stayed focused on the graffiti because I knew that was my lane. You know what I'm saying? And then I have a bunch of homies from LSD that were involved in music. You know what I mean? AWOL1 and Exist Stereo. Those are just my old school homies. So it's just a natural, natural path for this lifestyle, this shit that we do. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, man, E times 2 is like the original hip hop crew, and we were doing stuff with AWOL. We're all from Whittier, you know what I'm saying? Back in the '90s, we put out some, some cassettes back in the day before they became a trend. They're starting to make a comeback now.
Yeah, I seen that where people are trying to make tapes again.
Yeah. Well, this was before like CDs and any of that shit. It was like you only had a choice to put out tapes, and we aspired to put out. We eventually put out our first CDs in the 90s and all of that, and then moved on to records. And since then, it's now been 20 plus years we've been doing this. And, I've got a bunch of different solo records, a bunch of different group records. Like I said, E times 2 is one of my crews. I also have a crew called Exalt the Anti, which is me and Meg Abusive. My homie Meg Abusive, he's an OG from... the Bay Area, D-Ski from LA to the Bay. D-Ski's the producer, and he does cuts. He's like the executive producer, rather. Meg Abusive does most of the production. D-Ski just does some of it. But me and Meg Abusive have that group. And then me and my brother, AWOL1, we have a group called the Cloaks. Here's a little postcard. From the Secret Saviors of underground hip hop. This is just a little postcard with 2 mechs on the back of it.
That's dope.
But this is these are actually our NFTs. We have an NFT thing for the Secret Saviors of underground hip hop. It dropped last year, Series 1 of the NFT.
So people could purchase the NFT?
Yeah, they could purchase this NFT. Don't ask me too many questions on the how. I can't explain that NFT shit. I'm just really fortunate to have homies that do know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so the Cloaks, the Cloaks is me and AWOL1, man. And that's we're pushing this new record that we got, A Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
This is our 3rd release.
And that's the latest release?
Yeah, we dropped this in January.
Okay.
So this is our new record. We've done a few videos. We're still doing more videos. The record release that we did for this, we in December, we partnered with some homies that put out a beer for us. It was a Clockwork Orange, a Cloaks IPA.
Yeah.
Damn. And we did a 7-inch picture disc, with a front side A, side B, and it was 2 songs like sort of focused on beer drinking because everybody knows me and AWOL. Aside from being graffiti and fucking MCs, we're fucking beer drinkers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Shoot a beer. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So But yeah, Clockwork Orange, man. It's we're really proud of this record. Like I said, it's our third release, and you know, some people know they caught on that like our records. Well, the first one was a self-titled, The Cloaks. The second one was Cloak Encounters of the Third Eye, which is like the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah.
And this one's like a Clockwork Orange, but it's a
that's
Clockwork Orange. So we're
yeah.
keeping that theme with the records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's dope.
But yeah, man.
And you and AWOL, what is this your like only project together? Or you he's from the E times 2.
No, AWOL's he's from the Shapeshifters, which is legendary underground hip hop group. He's from LSD as well. Me and him make up the Cloaks with this homie Awkward, who's the producer.
Okay.
But AWOL and I are also from another another hip hop group called Mass Men, which is a affiliation of Project Blowed.
Yeah, the Blowdians.
Yeah, we're all Blowdians, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we just got a bunch of different stuff that we do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And talking about the Blowed, like Project Blowed, a lot of people don't know out there what Lamert Park.
Yeah.
Thursdays?
Yeah.
Does it still go down?
It doesn't go down anymore. We do usually an annual Blowed anniversary show around Christmas. Yeah. That's what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's focused on doing their music. But the homie Verbs, he actually has a weekly at Lamert now called Bananas. And so that's sort of continuing the legacy of the Blowed, because he's a Blowed, all-star. So he's doing it like that. So so Project Blowed, is that where you started off, or was there stuff before, like were you already into it before you got introduced to the Blowed? Yeah, so we were really the epicenter for underground hip hop from Whittier. You know, me and AWOL and E times 2, like, of course there was other heads, I think, but I think we really put it on the map in terms of like really putting out records. And I think, and in E times 2, our first album was called like the first full length with Undersounds of the 562, and I feel like we coined that phrase, the 562, like in the 562 district. We had songs with all that type shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I know that you mentioned Fog Dog, before we jumped on, but like he's like a younger generation. You know what I'm saying? And so like all those kids we're putting out those records. They were the high school.
Yeah, those guys love you guys.
Yeah. So they were,
They're when my friend David and Sains and Fog Dog, all those.
Yeah.
That's how I got introduced to you guys.
Yeah.
And because that's what they fuck with, because they're from right here, dog.
Yeah.
We have to, and they have mad love for you guys. And when I told them that I was gonna do this interview with you, they were psyched. They're like, that's tight,
dope.
And he has a lot of history, he knows a lot of stuff, and from the Blow they were telling E times 2, all that stuff. They're like, man, it's gonna be a good one. I was like, of course,
Yeah.
And yeah, once again, thank you for
man, for sure. Yeah, so we were just doing our thing, whether it was Graffiti, the LSDs, or E times 2 and AWOL. We were doing all that underground hip hop shit. We were making our own music and doing our own thing, and the Blowed was, obviously a critical vein to the culture of Los Angeles. And we had many friends and crew members like Abstract Rude, who's, a main cog of the Mass Men crew, which me and AWOL are from, and Roach the DJ, who's like our homie. That Roach the DJ is our fucking beer drinking DJ.
Hell yeah.
He's fucking legendary Roach the DJ. And so like, yeah, man, we evolved outward from, Whittier, and just, Blowed his family. You know what I'm saying? So we just eventually evolved, and LA's we're much bigger than Los Angeles, right? So like, of course, we naturally gravitate to Project Blowed, and it's the home court. You know what I mean? West Coast underground independent hip hop is worldwide, and we have a legacy that we've built. So naturally we fall under that umbrella when it comes to how people view us. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody that we rap with. So like on this record, this Clockwork Orange, we've got
you guys got good features on there, a lot of different people, homies.
I've got so first and foremost, because I think it's important to make sure we give credit, like, the DJs that are part of the Cloaks is Sir Beans, D Styles from Invisible Scratch Pickles and Beat Junkies, and Roach the DJ, of course. So we've got 3 DJs on here.
Roach is on here.
Yeah, Roach is on here. He actually did the cuts for the let's see, what's the song title? For I don't even know the name. But he did the cuts for the beer joint.
Hell yeah.
Friday Night Flavors. So Friday Night Flavors was the name of our beer.
And that's when you popped out with the beer and with the song.
Yeah. So we did that. But we have the homegirl Brevi's on this record. She's really dope. She does a lot of stuff with like Exhibit and the Serial Killers, which is Exhibit, Be Real, and Demrick. And Demrick's on this record too.
Oh, okay.
And Demrick's actually on the B side for that picture disc we did for the beer release.
Yeah.
So but Quasar from Project Blowed, Meg Abusive, Exalt the Anti, Mestizo, and Dose. Yeah. Those are really OG heads. And AC Alone from Freestyle Fellowship is on this record with us. Man. And
the legends.
Yeah, man. And Demrick and Pause One. So yeah, it's a dope, colored discs and everything. I got some coasters for you, man, for the beers.
Yeah, thank you. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna put them right here. This is dope.
Yeah.
Thank you for the gifts.
Yeah, man. So we dropped that record in January. It's we've got tape CDs. I brought you my last record. This is my last record, my last solo, Grandeur.
Yeah.
I did a limited run of records of those, but those sold out. And so then last week, actually September 21st, today is 10/2, right? October 2nd. September 21st, so like a week and a half ago, was on my birthday. I dropped my new solo record, Poetry of War.
Sick.
So this is
happy late birthday.
Thank
too.
you, bro.
I'm saying,
I
give
appreciate
it up for Gel Roc birthday out here.
I appreciate
for
it.
everybody.
But Poetry of War is the new solo album. Some dope artwork by my homie Nick Knack. And actually, let me give the credit. The homie that did this Cloaks is Griffin One from CBS. So,
sick.
Yeah, he's so there's you got the front there.
And that's it's the artwork, always on the records of artwork. It's like, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're trying to
frame them.
Yeah, try to create an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like all the dope old school records. If you go to any record shop and go digging, you're gonna see like every record has sick art. Mostly, right?
Yeah.
Like
or it'll be some fool right there in the front, sitting in the front of the car, no shirt on.
Yeah, no shirt on. Yeah, that's a dope. I got that record probably done. But this is my homie Nick Knack from UTI, CBS, Lords, Dedicated Crew. He did this artwork. I did all the tags on it, the Gel Roc, Jaw Blues, and Poetry of War. So that's side poetry, and then this is side war.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? So like when he did the album cover, he was like, yo, man, like the album concept, Poetry of War, he's like, you touch on everything, like really on the record, different aspects, it's...
And that's all just you fucking letting them all know.
Yeah, there's 12 songs on it. I've got my man Danu from The Visionaries, Chesky from Fake Four is on here, Monstro from Project Blowed, Quasar from Project Blowed, Abstract Rude and AWOL 1 from Mass Men. And then I have a posse cut that has Meg Abusive, Alf the Alien from Project Blowed, E-Sid from Fill in the Breaks, he's from Minnesota, my homie Scatterbrain from Red Lotus Clan, he's from San Diego, but he lives in New York, and then 2 Mex and Otherwise are also OG Project Blowed Good Life.
Hitters,
Yeah, man.
That record, and so that people could go and get that right now?
Yeah, right now, and it's a limited run on these records. I mean, we've got more Cloaks, but this record is a limited run. Audio Recon and Ooh That's Heavy are the record labels that helped me put this record out. I run my own label.
That's bad.
I run my own label, Abalano Records, that puts these records out, but we collaborated with them to put this record out. Just for different reasons. But I'm really thankful to those guys for being down. And then if you get this record, it comes with this poster that my homie Plek from WAI UTI did, and this is it's got me in the center right there with a Gel piece. But if there's a lot of detail with the shapeshifters in there,
he threw everyone up in there.
Yeah, everyone's in there.
Man,
this
that's bad.
It's here. Let me just put that out there like that.
That's another frameable little piece.
It is.
This is bad.
Check that out. Yeah, man. But that's a ode to the LA underground hip hop scene and myself for the work that we've done. And Plek is a master. He's my homeboy,
Legend.
a legend. He's got credible artwork in the Getty Museum, and really thankful to Plek. Big ups. And I got to mention, I didn't mention his name, but I have to. That's Ja Blues. Ja Blues is the producer of this record.
Okay.
So he has some incredible production, and we forged a relationship over the last, I want to say, year and a half to 2 years when we started doing this record. Yeah. And yeah, man, we just we went on in this record. I'm usually, like, over the last 20 years, I've probably been working on multiple records at one time because I have groups, I have solo stuff, and my brain has to constantly be
doing something. And
if I'm not busy and active, then I just get on to the next project. And so at the time that we started this record was the first time in 20 years that I wasn't working on multiple projects. So I had a clear head, and he sent me beats. I wrote the record in like 4 months and recorded them in 4 months. And it was like the first time I experienced that, because usually records take longer because, whatever, right?
But to get in there and do it.
Working with different people and working on.
Send me your music. Hey, send me your beat. And
right.
Fucking all that.
But yeah, man, this is what I've been up to. So this record is not even 2 weeks old yet. There's we did CDs. So the CDs, everything is a vinyl themed package. So the actual CD comes out like this, and it has an inner sleeve.
Okay.
And the actual CD face looks like a record. It has grooves and shit. I got cassettes, like I was saying, for this that have fully covered artwork on the cassette, so you can't see the tape reels.
Yeah.
They call it prison style because there's no window.
Oh, yeah.
In the middle, you know what I'm saying? So the tapes are really dope. And then for the first time, I did a USB as part of the release. So it's a little vinyl, looks like a record. It's a vinyl USB. You just take out the USB and but it looks like a record. It's shaped like a record.
That's bad.
Yeah, and then with, like, if people get the USB, which people have been buying that USB, it comes with all of the music files.
Yeah.
It comes with all of the videos that we've shot already. We've shot like 5 videos, so they're gonna get the native files of the videos before they even drop on YouTube. I haven't even dropped the video yet.
No, not yet.
Nah, I'm
filmed
stacking
them already?
Yeah, I'm stacking. I'm still
sick.
stacking. Even by the time by the time I release these, because I don't release them just. There's no need to premature ejaculate and just give them everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just fucking boom.
We gotta slow feed masses, homie.
Keep some for the mouse.
Yeah, that, you know what I mean. 3 plates. You got the plates are full right now, dog. Just from
little by little.
You got to just spoon feed them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's content overload, dude. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them a little bit.
When they're like, we want more.
And the socials, right? The socials are. Every day data replaces you, right? So you can't just put everything out there, because then, by fucking 5 o'clock, your timeline's done. Nobody gives a shit about what you said 3 hours ago, really. You know what I mean?
They're on to what else is he saying?
Exactly.
What's the next one?
So, spoon feed the masses with the creative push. But yeah, man, so that USB, they get the digital version of this. There's some other, some exclusive art that you can't get anywhere else except for the USB. There's an exclusive interview with Tiffany Burris, who used to be an illustrator for Crayon Beats magazine, which featured the Cloaks back in the day. And, but she did a really, really dope interview. And, like, it comes with, like, a sick photo shoot that we did for this album. You know what I mean?
They're getting the whole package. Like,
I tried to load up that USB with shit that creates an experience.
And then something, that way you're like, oh shit, fucking check this out. And then conversation, you tell the homie, hey dog, I got the new Gel Roc, fucking look, they got this, and then they have the pictures and then the interview, stuff like that. Like, nobody's doing that.
That's the shit we're trying to do.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Like you guys are doing that shit, or you're doing that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I never heard nobody that's doing all that crazy stuff, to adding the artwork. Some people are just like, oh, we're just going to focus on artwork but it's like, we got artwork, the USB.
Yeah, man.
You get the whole 9.
Yeah, man. And then I think this Thursday we're going to be dropping the NFT version of this Poetry of War album.
Okay.
And it's going to have alternative artwork. It's going to be this, but it's got this red overlay, which was like another version of this cover that we were going back and forth before the album dropped, like which one should be the cover, this one or the red one. They're both sick. And then my homies from Secret Saviors, they were like, yo, let's do an NFT for the album. And I was like, dope, I'll use that red version as the alternative, you know. And so this Thursday we dropped the NFT version of Poetry of War. It's going to be, you know, to have different alternative artwork, and it's going to be a continuous play mix of the album. So it's not, you know, you can't skip tracks, and then we have drops from everybody that's on the record. So it feels like a real DJ mixtape vibe. The Ja Blues is blending song to song. You hear the cuts coming in. It feels different, but it's really dope. And then we added a track at the end and asked some fans, friends, and family to just call my voicemail and like leave a message saying like, you know, what's your favorite joint on the album? And Fog Dog actually hit me up.
Yeah.
He's on the NFT version of the album. He's on there and he says some funny ass shit.
Yeah,
but he's funny, man.
He's a funny ass fool.
And he did a couple versions. Like me and Ja Blues were laughing. We were like, dude, people are probably like practicing and shit what they're saying. You know, you could tell, but he's funny on there, dude. He's like, he says some funny shit. Like he did a couple, and one of them we didn't use. Is super funny, and I wish we used it, but the other one just sounded like just legit. It kind of didn't sound like he was practicing.
Yeah,
and shit,
it
you know
was
what
just
I mean?
like natural.
Yeah, but the other one I listened to and shit just because it's funny and shit. Dope,
yeah, that's cool though. But man, bringing all that, and then for the tape, that's all going to be included too, or tape comes.
The tape, you could get the tape, you could get the CD version, the USB version, but this thing I was telling you about right now is for NFT.
Yeah.
So like, you know, people that are in that NFT universe and know how to do that and what apps to download. I don't know everything. I don't know. I'm still learning about it all right now, you know. Yeah. But that NFT version, the album will have that exclusive, you know, with all those drops. But we'll probably figure out a way to use that for the socials. I want people to hear their voice and how they, you know, because not everybody has access to NFTs, right?
Yeah.
Like Fog Dog probably don't have NFT shit.
He's like, what the fuck? What's that? Who are they?
That fool goes fucking. He wants an NFT with no onions. And shit
he's like,
he doesn't know what that
what's
is.
going on? Yeah.
So
no, a lot of people, I'll be like, I wouldn't know where to go.
Well,
and get
you know,
something.
I mean it's an interesting you know, new thing, right? I mean, it's been around a while, but like for me to have my own NFT and not be able to like intelligently speak about how to access it, I don't know where the NFT community hangs out much. I mean, I heard a little bit from my homie AWOL has a podcast right now called Speaker Face Podcast that he's doing. Yeah. And he had Eli from Living Legends on there talking about, you know, the NFT community, and he was saying like accessing it through Twitter Spaces.
Oh, which I've seen people that are doing that Twitter Spaces. It's like a podcast. Like you could do whatever.
And they're using Spaces as the podcast?
Yeah. So like I have my buddies, they do actual NFTs and cryptos. They talk about it. They're called the Alphaholics, and they have a thing on Twitter, and it's in Spaces, and they do the podcasting thing. And
through Spaces?
Yeah, but it's like, I told him like, what do you guys do it? He's like, no, it's like,
it's a chat room.
There's a dude in, it's kind of like that.
Room.
He's like, there's a dude in Arizona, you know, Seattle. We're here in LA, just like that. But you go to these spots and you could listen to like me and you right now.
Yeah. I went into, after he said that, I went into Twitter and just went into the Spaces chat or whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah.
And it was like a rap one or something, you know. It was about rapping or fucking hip hop or their little, I don't know. It was a trip. It was my first experience. And I went in there and I was like, all right, this is cool, you know. But it was kind of like I got a sense that the particular one that I was in was like, you know, some young artist trying to figure it out. I was like, these guys are lame, you know. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, but it's like,
but it's a cool platform.
And then it's like that's what's happening now, you know. It's like you gotta go with what's happening at the time.
Yeah,
know?
I'm sure there's some really dope, you know, Spaces or whatever. You know, there's that platform could be really valuable. It sounds like it is in different, you know, different areas, different categories, NFT or fucking life. Who knows? There's probably fucking therapy sessions on Twitter
that's what
Spaces,
I'm saying. Like, we were last episode too. We were talking about there's whatever you're into, you find that shit somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
And if you're into like hip hop, if you're into whatever, there's people that are into. There's like Gel Roc, you know. You get there's people that are all about Gel Roc. There's people all about Project Blowed. and different shit like that. It's like whatever you're into, there's an outlet for you. There's a fucking cat
Yeah,
convention.
man,
I just seen somebody right now, my homie, who's like, he's in line. I'm like, where you at? He's like, I'm at a cat convention right now. I'm like, haha. He fucking shows me it's a fucking cat convention. I was like, what the fuck? What do you guys do? Just go and buy fucking cat scratchers and catnip? And he's like, fool, they have everything here. I'm like, what?
I actually,
What are you
when
gonna
I was
get?
in that Twitter Spaces forum, that forum, like all these people started following me, and so like I was like, oh, I'll just follow you back, and then like one of them, I realized like, what the fuck did I just follow? And it was like the Twitter name was like cats. It was all about cats, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I looked at the page and there's fucking pictures of cats. I was like, I'm gonna fucking follow this shit. Fuck cats. I'm a
Get
dog
this
lover.
shit.
Fuck cats.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow this.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck
I know
this shit.
sometimes too when you follow people and you're like, what the fuck am I watching right now? This
Yeah.
fucking weirdo. Let me go on here and erase this shit.
Yeah, even if I had a homie that fucking had like a page for his cat, I'd fucking unfollow that fool.
You're
Fuck
like,
that.
dog. No, yeah, and then when homies have crazy ass shit, they're like, hey, fool, follow this. You go to it, you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
No, big respect to all you cat lovers and all you people that have cat Instagram pages. And
I know
shit.
we got mad cat lovers right here. But also, we're going to have the link for all the stuff. So everybody's listening in and wants to know where to get all the hookup of all the records and the vinyl, the tapes, the NFTs, everything.
Yeah,
We're going to
man.
have the link in the bottom so you guys could link it.
Word up.
Yeah. But yeah, man, about the Blowed, and how was that experience? Because a lot of people don't know about
Yeah,
Blowed
Project
and-
Blowed back in the day when I was going there was very, very competitive. It was, you had to really have skills because you couldn't go there and just fuck around. They'd tell you, please pass the mic. Everyone would chant, or you just get battled. That was more like, please pass the mic was more of the good life courtesy thing. But by the time the Blowed started evolving, you were just going to get battled.
Yeah, it was like, fool, you better come
You're
with some
just going to
heat.
get battled. You know what I mean?
You
And
want
so
to be up here?
you brought your best to the Blowed. You brought your freestyle game to the Blowed, and you had to have presence. I mean, for me, that was probably the one thing that, like, you know what I'm saying? I am who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm fucking Gel Roc, so I didn't have to go prove myself, to be me.
Yeah.
I just went there and was me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And just my presence alone, and obviously coming in, fucking battling, and freestyling, and
Yeah, you
yeah,
have
I got
to.
yeah. I'm gonna
you still
engage.
went through the steps,
Yeah,
but
you
you
still
were
went
you.
through the
You know what I'm
steps,
saying?
but it was tough, man. It made I think MCs that needed to get their skill set up, it was a good place if they had the courage to continue to go back every Thursday or every Thursday just to make sure that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got tested and you get battle tested essentially. And then, I saw people that would come and, I thought like that fool's going to get eaten up right now. And then he would get eaten up. And then next thing you know, he's been there for now 2 years, 3 years. He's been there and now he's just part of the
Killing
community.
it,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So, it's just become more of a community, and over the years, especially in the latter part of the years of the Blowed, it became more of the workshop that it was intended to be for MCs.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was more acceptance, more community building as opposed to like being extremely combative, and like it was before it was just like sharks with
Yeah.
Cool and fucking
It was the
all
place to
all
be,
the
but-
OGs otherwise, and LA Cool and Pterodactyl and Chewy and
And with CVE.
CVE, Riddler and Nigga Fish and everybody, man. Like shout out to all the Blowed, the OG Bloweds, OG
Yeah,
Good
all the
Lifers.
Blowedians.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that was a necessary part of everything that we are contributing to overall for the culture. You know what I mean? Like that's what's up.
That was like church, huh?
It was like church
Go
for
every-
sure, man.
fools-
I mean,
would you be there every Thursday, or was that?
No, I
the
wasn't
thing,
there
or
every Thursday.
You guys
Like,
try to make it as much as possible.
We did our thing in Whittier and built our foundation and worked outward and became involved in the Blowed more prevalent, probably the mid '90s. You know what I'm saying? And
what was that store in Whittier?
Zen Beats.
Zen Beats.
Yeah, Zen Beats. So like
That was a little record store right
yeah,
there. where
we
people
we
would
were
go.
there before Zen Beats. Like I know
Yeah.
that homie too before he created that place. But Zen Beats, there was
Like in Whittier, you guys would have little shows and stuff.
yeah, there was all kinds of different shit that we had. We were throwing shows. AWOL was throwing shows, open mics, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it was an active scene, and we were doing shows everywhere.
And people brought their A game, huh?
Yeah, man.
I just noticed a lot of people that came from the blow that were affiliated, they were just heat. Like everyone.
Yeah, everybody went on to do their solo thing and their group things. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has put out records and built that legacy. And you'll hear that represented. I mean, I'm very much a crew driven individual. My family are my friends, so I always put my crews on my chest and wave that flag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's LSD, Whittier, I always put it down for fucking where the stomping grounds. You know what I'm saying? So 562 district. So like when I say that shit, you know what I mean? It's like we were putting that shit down. So like when you hear this new record, Poetry of War, it's like a lot of different content. There's battle raps, inner battles. I'm putting it all out there, homie.
Yeah.
But, bloads represent, I dropped the bload, multiple times in different, E times 2, I'm saying all that stuff, and the Cloaks. And, I just shout out all my peoples all the time, anytime I can, because that's just what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's love,
Just rep. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Pay those dues.
Do you remember any cool stories from the blood where you seen like some guy fucking try to come and like maybe a famous fool try to come and say some shit and they're like, get out of here or some shit, or just try to come and different.
I don't want to call out names, but I'll just say I've just seen people roll up and get demoralized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just get served. Just a lot of legendary like shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or even crew members, I've had crew members that have gotten served up in there and, but they come back and, they serve again and so on and so forth. But, yeah, man, I mean, and there's stories, but I don't want to kick up no politics. I don't want to kick up no dust on shit by mentioning names, but yeah, man, there's just always been some dope legendary battles and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And, that was what I'm saying. There was battles right there where fools were like
on the corner,
because I seen it in
stage,
the parking lot where
in
we
the
would
parking
go and
lot.
fools were in the, there was a Cypher Sig, and I remember seeing like hearing some fucking good. I think I seen who one of the first ladies I seen do it right there was that lady Medusa.
Yeah, Medusa.
She was right there in the parking lot. Fucking holding it
Killing.
down right there. And I
killing.
was like, damn, who's this lady? And they're like, oh, she's going to go up right now.
Yeah.
And just even the energy of chilling in the parking lot. I remember I only went to the Project Blow probably like 5 times.
Yeah.
But I remember it left the impact. Every time that I did go, it was cool.
You were
it was
experiencing
like, oh, shit,
culture.
Yeah. Like people were rapping and you go inside and
you were seeing legends.
Yeah. And
like
you're
Medusa.
Like, oh, these are the people like, what? This is what we were listening to on the way here, She's up there singing, or this is this guy. Remember the one that we were bumping when we were doing it, whatever. Remember that fool's paint video? In that music, that's that fool. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day when we would go to the Blowed, and it was like, oh shit.
Yep.
You would see cool, like shit of what the homies were bumping, and they would explain like, oh, that's Gel Roc. This is this guy. This is it, and you'd be like, oh, tight.
Yep.
And I always liked that experience of the Blowed, and a lot of people never knew about the Blowed or didn't get to experience. And even now, when you hear people rap, or whenever I hear fools that are like, oh, I do hip hop, I'm like, I always ask them, you ever into the Blowed? And they're like, no, what's that? And I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And it's just something, because to me, that's like, if you're from out here in LA doing something that you not have to pay respects to the Blowed or whatever, but if you know that shit, it's like
go through the Blowed back in the
that's
day,
what I'm saying.
sure.
Like that was something, like how you said the steps.
Yeah.
You went through the steps. You were still you, but you still went through the steps to get what you're doing. And the Blowed was one of the ones.
Church, for sure, man.
A lot of cool fucking heads came out there. A lot of good music, a lot of talent, and some guys, that passed away too, for that
man.
young and were fucking about to start.
Yeah,
and they were
rest
at
in
the Blowed.
peace. Deucer just passed away. He's a young Blowdian OG. Man, it's like, there's many fallen soldiers, man. Too many to name, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Deucer is a good dude who just passed away, unfortunately. And so I know that a lot of the homies are still grieving over the loss of Deucer right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, you know, we're getting older. We've been doing it a long time, man. So, you know, unfortunately, it's part of life.
Yeah, that sucks. On when you're getting older, you start hearing about fools. You're like, hey, homeboy passed away or something.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, man. We don't get younger. So
that's just life, you know.
Yeah.
And even actually, even when we were young, our whole life, even my sister would tell me like, hey, Tommy, a lot of your friends die, man. I'm like, well, fuck. I don't know why, you know, what the fuck. I don't know.
Nobody.
It's just that's what it is, you know. And
unfortunately,
they were the homies.
Nobody's getting off this island alive.
Yeah, that's what everyone, you know. The one guarantee that you
Yeah.
ain't leaving this
Yeah.
place alive.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what it is. But people, you know, people like us, we live on through our legacies of our families, and for artists like us, we do the music, right? So hopefully, you know, like you were talking about earlier, you know, the podcast is a great platform for you to speak your piece and inspire and influence people through your words. You know, you had some homies that hooked up that mug, and you know, big ups, dude.
The homie from Fresh Off the Press, like
Fresh Off the Press, big ups.
You know, you help out these people, and you don't even know. I'm sure somebody that's been going through some shit or whatever's going through it, they put on that Gel Roc and they're like, let's go light one up, drink a beer, whatever, and let me listen to some Gel Roc right now, dog.
Yeah,
you
man.
know?
I put it all on the line. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's songs on this new album, Poetry of War, that I'm sure people will relate to, and that the music will, you know, be helpful, because, you know, I write, music's therapy. You know what I mean? Music definitely saved my life. Like I said, you know, I could have went a different route with my homies at a young age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And music was a way for me to stay an active contributor to the culture overall, for, you know, this lifestyle that I live, and I couldn't be out just fucking tagging on shit forever. You know what I mean?
Like,
you know, I got smarter, and you know, used music, and I still paint.
Yeah.
But you know, I just pick my spots differently. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but
it's like do you use the music as a platform to like help you get out of the because how you said you could have ended up gang banging, or,
man.
You know, like some of the homies that ain't here no more.
Yeah.
You know, and when you're in the same circle, and you know, music got you out of there.
Yeah, man.
And then now everyone, you know, everyone that fucks with Gel Roc, they all, you know, they all have their own experience, but at the same time, when you know, you're either, some guys are down, some guys are, or even pumped up, like, oh, I'm gonna go do some shit, bump that Gel Roc, dog, you know, man. And it's every aspect, sad, happy, ready, whatever. Music will take you to wherever you want to go.
That's right, and you know, that's another reason why I have different crews, different groups. You know, the Cloaks has a different audience than maybe the Gel Roc audience, and the Exalt the Anti audience, and the E times 2 audience, and some of it crosses over and overlaps. But I think the idea is to build with my friends, and you know, we come up with these visions like, oh, we got to do this group, the Cloaks, and then, you know, it builds in its own fucking little universe. You know what I mean?
Build that little monster.
We got fucking beers and, you know, fucking
records
NFTs and records
NFT,
and shit, and, you know, all kinds of cool shit. We're also doing some other real dope Cloaks shit with Detail Junkies later this year. You know, we've done a lot of action figures for the Cloaks, like the Cloaksman with the ghetto blaster. It's like some dude in a cloak with a fucking ghetto blaster and shit. You know, we've done all kinds of really cool shit like that. And we have some new shit coming out. It's with the Detail Junkies. It's going to be called the Cloaksmobile, and it's like a 61 Lincoln with our logo on it and shit.
Oh,
black Lincoln is fucking hard.
So people will be able to get that?
They'll be able to get it. We'll probably do something like an exclusive song or something just to make it complimentary. AWOL, I just put us on the spot to do an exclusive song for the Cloaksmobile. Not even sure I was supposed to announce that, but Holding It Down podcast gets that exclusive shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. And now.
Oh, you did your own sound effects and shit? You don't have the button?
That's the button. That's the button.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
That's cool. And, you know, all the projects and that's happening. And are you guys, are you planning on making more recorks still, or you're just chilling right now for a little bit, gathering some stuff?
We got to campaign these records. We got, like I said, a bunch of videos we've done. We're going to be doing shows. I mean, yesterday, AWOL rocked at the Thop Fest. I went up there with him and did something. And then the Cloaks are actually playing October 23rd at the Visionaries Galleries Fest. It's called the Galleries Fest. But the Visionaries are throwing this festival at Garden Amphitheater in Garden Grove.
Okay.
And so, yeah, 1023, Visionaries, Evidence, Slum Village, Lisa Vasquez, Psycho Les from the Beat Nuts.
Oh, yeah, tell me.
Yeah, the Cloaks will be there rocking. I know there's more heads I'm not thinking of right now. But I mean, there's a lot more heads. But, yeah, big ups to the Visionaries, man, the homies. I'm looking forward to playing with everybody. You know what I mean? The Garden Amphitheater is a dope venue. Every time I've been there, it's been super fun. We actually did 2 shows there already, 2 different festivals already this year. We did a CBS Fest, you know, the Can't Be Stopped festival that they did. It was like a graffiti thing. People were skating on the stage, and they're fucking doing murals and shit, and we're fucking rapping and having a great time. And we did the Back to the Basics Fest there. So this venue's like picking up steam because it's a dope venue. And somehow a bunch of our homies are getting hooked up through Droops, the homie Droops, from Out the House Productions. He's responsible for a lot of shows in Santa Ana right here, actually. I think he got like a community recognition, some real dope recognition, because Droops is definitely the man for booking a lot of talent, you know, whether it's underground or commercial. He does a lot for the community, so big ups to Droops and Out the House Productions. But yeah, the Galleries Fest 1023. The Cloaks will be playing with all those heads I just mentioned, and some. Oh, the Chicharrones will be there.
Oh,
those
sick.
those are some homies. You know, DJ Mark Love, C minus.
Oh shit, C minus homie.
Yeah.
Stoke, bro.
Yeah.
That's my Stoke, bro. I used to smoke cigarettes back in the day. I fucking quit in January. But C minus, that's my Stoke, bro. I'd fucking go and smoke cigarettes every break we'd get at the fucking podcast. But yeah,
C minus.
C minus.
What up, bro?
House.
OG.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, he's a big supporter of the Cloaks too, man. We love C minus. He's been around forever, dude. And we just appreciate everybody that still you know, supports what we do. You know, we've been doing this shit a long time, and so, you know, we just keep the craft moving forward and evolving and trying to do new shit that we've never done, like I explained with that USB. You know, I was really happy to come up with that little brainchild, like, you know, let me throw on load this shit up with content that they can't get anywhere.
And then you could throw that shit in your car.
Yeah,
you're
man.
bumping all day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm trying to cover all my bases and just approach things as creative as possible. You know what I mean?
Would you say spoon feed the masses?
Spoon feed the masses, bro. That's, you know. The homie Ja Blues, shout out to DJ Ja Blues, who produced the whole Poetry of War record. He's like, let's drop this video, let's do this. I'm like, bro, chill, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We're giving them a lot of content. Let's just, it's a long campaign for a record, but then for lifers like us, it's a lifelong campaign.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So you'll be dropping little gems off here and there. People are gonna be able to see a video here and then.
And there's sneak peeks. Like if you go onto Spotify. I don't know if you Spotify or iTunes. I use iTunes, but different people use Spotify. And on Spotify, they have the canvases, you know, the little videos that you could put behind your songs or whatever. And it's just like little 8-second clips.
Yeah.
But I put all the songs that we have videos for, I put clips of those videos behind those songs. So like if people look on Spotify, they'll be like, oh shit, what is this? And they'll realize it when I put the video out a month down the road, 2 months down the road, 3 months down the road. You know what I mean?
They're like, oh, that was the little preview we got.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
So, you know.
The marketing, killing it.
Yeah, man. Just trying to stay creative. Like I said, trying to do what we do, but, you know, think of different ways to differentiate ourselves in the sea of artists that are out there. Because, you know, there's so much talent. It's hard not to get buried in the talent. And, you know, obviously when you're an independent artist, your livelihood, your spirits are, you know, relying on your, you know, where you sit with your own art. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I see a lot of friends. I have a lot of homies, especially my younger homies that, you know, they'll kind of go through some hard timing. They let the socials get them down. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like don't worry about that shit, dog. You know,
It's just right now. Watch.
It's
a week or two, you're gonna be good.
it's still real love and real life over likes. You know what I mean? And yeah, fuck the socials for that aspect of how it fucks with people.
Yeah, you don't have 1,000. You don't have 1,000 followers.
It's a platform to get your voice out there and use your music, you know, as a tool to get your music out. Or I mean, for me as a creative, anyways, that's how I used it. But you know, yeah, man, there's just you got to do something different to stand out amongst the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
just that simple.
Keep it changing and doing everything.
Original Gel Roc. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for those of you that aren't familiar with me, it's GelRoc. There is no K, and it is pronounced with a hard G, like graffiti. Gel Roc, not Gel Roc. So, yeah, some people, and it's okay if you call me Gel Roc too. I ain't mad at that, but just the appropriate introduction is Gel Roc. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Make sure you guys go and check out Gel Roc. The links are going to be on the bottom. Also, just want to let everybody know who keeps the machine running.
That's right.
This podcast is brought to you by Suavecito Pomade. Go to suavecito.com for anything that you need, hair products, T-shirts. If you want to look fresh, smell fresh, and look good, go to suavecito.com. They have Suavecito. They also have Suavecita, products for, you know, your girl, for whatever you need, for gifts, for anything that you want. They have you covered. They have fucking hair shit, beard shit.
Sick. That's
clothes.
Dope pins.
No, they have
actually,
a whole
I brought a
bunch of
couple
stuff.
pins for you too, man.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. But yeah, check out suavecito.com. Oh, also, before I forget, let me see these
The Cloaks. There's a the bigger one is a design by the homie Lunch Barf. Shout out Lunch Barf. We dropped some Cloaks hoodies.
The dagger.
And then the dagger. You got to have a dagger if you're a cloak. You know what I'm saying? Join the Cloaks. You know, that's the mantra. Join the Cloaks.
Hell yeah,
so,
thank you.
I wish I would have, you know, I was at that Thought Fest yesterday drinking, and then came home and had wine and was drinking more than I should have been. And I didn't have my head on straight today when I got up to come over. I would have brought you a hoodie, dog. I'll hook you up, though. I got a Cloaks hoodie, too, that's got that design on it right there.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back, dude. We'll come back. The Cloaks will come back. You know, like we're talking.
We'll come back and we'll have you guys fucking rock a little flat right here
sure.
and all that. And then I wish I would have brought you guys some beers. Now that I know you're a beer drinker, you like beer.
Yeah.
We're also sponsored by Cerveza Cito Brewery here in Santa Ana, 4th Street and Broadway. But they have IPAs, anything that you, whatever type of beer you like, they have it there. Stouts, fire. And the homies, I always tell the homies the fucking beer is the Santa Ana Demon beer, because that shit makes you, the demon comes out, dog. You get faded.
Hey, dog, I'm telling you, the horns were out last night. And I don't need.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have drank these 3 crawlers, you know. But hey, they have amazing beer. But make sure you guys also check out Cerveza Cito Brewery when you're here in Santa Ana, and man, the best. Yeah, everything, you know, the Suavecito and Cerveza Cito is they just have bomb ass products.
That's what's up,
good
man.
Stuff, and now they have a sick ass podcast.
Sick ass podcast, holding it down.
Yeah, holding it down.
Tommy
right
3
here.
Plates. I can tell you when we came through through Suavecito downstairs, man, I was really impressed, man. I was tripping out on the car that they got in the container out there, and the truck out there by the basketball court. I was like, shit, I don't know if I want to play basketball or take pictures of that truck or what, but that shit is dope, man.
No, yeah, they have a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Here.
Yeah, they have the you know, the truck, the Suavecito truck from American. Fucking, I'm mixing all the movies from the fucking Mi Vida Loca.
Yeah,
you know that for Ernesto, he got they have the Suavecito truck.
Damn.
So they have the fucking green truck, and they have that.
Sick.
So they have a whole bunch of cool stuff, you know. And they do parades. They help out the fucking city and a lot of raza, you know. They're just all about helping people and making shit happen, and that's why we're here, you know.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, they got the fucking Suavecito truck. That stinks bad. I got to drive it, not drive it, but I got to hit the switches in it and chill.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell them, hey, let me cruise that motherfucker. Pete, if you're listening, I'm gonna have to cruise that shit soon to the 6th Street Bridge. Me and Gel Roc with the Cloaks in the back bumping.
Hey, I want to roll when you do that, man.
Yeah,
actually,
we'll do it.
The 6th Street Bridge, actually, last year, the LSDs, we did a locking shit down building right there, right by the 6th Street Bridge. Before they were building the bridge.
Yeah.
It wasn't even up yet. Nothing. The arches weren't. It was all wood still. The concrete wasn't laid. Nothing. So it took us like 4 months. I curated the whole thing. I was fucking up there on ladders doing the background and so on. And so now, when they opened the 6th Street Bridge, you could see our building even sicker. You could see my rooftop. I got the rooftop right there from the 6th Street Bridge. I haven't like gotten off the car and looked at it from the bridge. I just drove by and just saw it. You know what I mean? It was probably like on the way to a Dodger game real quick or something. But yeah, man.
The fucking 6th Street Bridge, cracking.
Yeah.
The new one, I used to drive. I used to have a 51 Chevy.
Yeah.
So I would cruise and shit. And I was on the last cruise on the 6th Street Bridge, the original one.
Oh, sick.
We took fucking pictures.
Historic, dude.
Really cool. And yeah, like that's a fucking landmark before and now. Man. It's like
I used to walk that bridge and just catch streak tags and fucking do all-nighters in downtown LA when I was a youngster.
Try to go on the arches to the other side.
Dude, all kinds of shit, man.
And then when it first came out, fool started going crazy and started doing dumb shit.
That was weird,
It's like, fool, just let it shine, dog. This shit's, shit for us. They built this motherfucker to look good right here.
LA fucking killing it already. And
fools are, nobody had, it seems like nowadays with all the social media and stuff, everyone does shit to be on fucking social media, dog. Yeah. Like you fools will go and kick a dog in front just to be like, oh, that's fucking this fool's dog. This guy kicked it. He just wants to be on TV. It's like people do dumb shit just to get clout. Yeah. Fools just want that to be, even if it's 15 minutes, even if it's a bad thing,
or
like
just reposting fucking stupid fake news or reposting dumb shit. And it's like I trip off that too, man. Like people will spend their days reposting things. It's like are you a news outlet or are you the homie still or what are you doing?
You're like, hey homie,
like, I got a new record out. I got a new record. Like, share my fucking record. Don't share a picture of some fucking
Kanye saying some dumb shit about whatever. I always trip out on that too. But that's what I say. Your biggest supporters are strangers. Yeah. Like you wish, and you're like, man, I hope my homie
most people
fucking reposted my shit. Some homies, you'll have no fools have mad followers or whatever, and be like, man, a little post of my shit will get my some people to view it, and they'll post some dumb shit like you said. Fucking
some people, some homies I've realized. They're people that are confident about themselves in real life don't stress over stupid social media shit like that. You know what I mean? And other homies that are fucking not, especially homies you grew up with, they don't want to, people find it hard to accept, that they came from the same place and they may not be doing things as big as you or whatever the case may be. And it's just a facade, man. It's just something that, at the end of the day, we're still sitting here. It's all good, homie. Let's drink some fucking beers. You know what I mean?
And then you'll lose a homie.
Yeah,
fools be like, "Dick, you don't repost my shit for whatever." Or I'll be fucking with that guy.
Or fools think like, like, oh, Gel, he fucking thinks he's popular. Fool ain't popular. Fool, I don't give a fuck about popularity. I've been doing this shit before social media. Yeah. I even in the first Cloaks record said underground raps before the internet. You know what I mean? We've been doing this shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not viral. I'm not a youngster. I'm not on TikTok doing a stupid dance. You know what I mean?
No face tats, all fucking crazy.
Yeah. No fucking face tat. No trendy face tat bullshit. It ain't about that. You know what I mean? It's about the craft and just pouring love into what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? Making music.
Like, don't take the aspect of music,
painting
having
some
fun.
shit. And everything else just comes with the work that we do. You know what I mean? Like, cool shit. Like fucking, Plek doing the sick-ass poster, paying tribute to, all of our homies and all this shit. It just comes with the territory for the work. You know
and that's what's cool when even like I was telling Modesta earlier, with like graffiti, knowing fools, that shit's like a sorority, whatever. Like when you're from a crew or some shit, it's like, oh, this guy does this shit, this fool does this. Like there's outlets, the homie does artwork, like, oh, the homie does the artwork for my shit. Like I have homies with companies, I'll do artwork for their stuff, and it's just it's cool to have homies that are willing, talented, and they're down to contribute. Like everyone,
resources, man.
There's like love there.
There's a network of talented friends, and I think it's just it all kind of fills in the spaces when we're doing this type of shit. But you know, in regular life, everybody, all your homies and family, you know, your fucking uncle's a fucking real estate agent. Your fucking your tia's a fucking
works at fucking Schrader Brothers. She could get you in.
Exactly. So you know, it's the same thing. Everybody's just, you know, does their thing and plays a part somehow in your network. You know.
And then if you can, and the homies don't support you, dog, fuck it. Just keep pushing harder.
Exactly.
And
that shit just inspires me. It inspires me. When people
Yeah.
don't want to support, I just fucking go harder.
you're
and
just
I
like,
just,
all right, cool.
I'm going to rub it in. I'm going to go harder.
And
That's
then
it.
later on, they'll be like, oh, fucking, like, oh, I was there. And be like,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
you're like, you'll be there or whatever, but you're like, in my head, I know.
We know what's what.
You
We
know
know
what's
what.
up with these fools.
Yeah.
But yeah,
For
that's
sure,
why
man.
it's cool, you know, when you have a fan base, following, and people that, you know, are down to support you and whatever you do, you know, and
Yeah, man.
and there's people that love all this stuff, and right now when they're hearing it, they're like, what fucking, I'm gonna go and get these fucking Gel Roc records, you know, like I didn't know that they had all that stuff, and motherfuckers are gonna, you know, grab that.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool. You keep busy, keep your your circle close, and you can make whatever the fuck you want happen.
Yeah, man. You asked earlier about a blowed memory, and this is one thing that comes to mind. It just came to mind for some reason. I think because I saw the homie Otherwise from he's been from Hip Hop Clan right now. His crew is Illuminati Rejects, but Otherwise in his legacy, aside from just being a ridiculously dope battler, arguably one of the best battlers ever, his probably biggest acclaim came from the fact that he went to the Rap Olympics and he served Eminem.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you've heard that.
I heard he that some fool from out here is the guy who or like one of the only fools that served Eminem.
Otherwise, well, it was Project Blowed. It was LA Cool, I believe Riddlor, Otherwise, Pterodactyl, which goes by Terra for short, and maybe Chewy from Project Blowed. I think that was the crew who was the Blowed against Eminem, and Wordsworth is one of the rappers. He was kind of famous from the East Coast. It was basically West Coast Underground against their East Coast Underground. So it was like Wordsworth, Eminem. And I can't think of the other dude's name, and I got a bad memory. But
was Idea a part of that?
Idea Idea came after.
Was after?
Yeah, Idea came after. But anyways, the Blowed came and fucking straight served everybody. Fucking served their whole shit. There is footage and documentation. Oh, Thurston Howell. Thurston Howell was the dude I was thinking about for the East Coast. It was like Eminem, Thurston Howell, Wordsworth, and probably a couple other heads. But Blowed came in aggressive and styling, and just like I said, the Blowed was very combative. Like you weren't gonna get by on just words alone. It was gonna be style, it was gonna be presence, it was gonna be attack, it was gonna be everything, an overwhelming amount of style, and not just fast rapping, but like delivery, and you know. So anyways, my point is, Otherwise served Eminem at the Rap Olympics. It's documented. There's documentaries with Otherwise, and they're talking about it. And I think the memory that I had, because I had such a respect for Otherwise, and I had seen him battle so many times. I remember there was like a Blowed anniversary show. It was probably like, I don't even remember what anniversary it was, but I think it was at the Santa Monica Pier. And some dude, like Otherwise, we were in a cypher, and Otherwise was rapping, and some dude like tried to like come at Otherwise, and I was like, nah, let me get at this fool. And I remember I got off a round on him.
Yeah.
Then he came, and then I just crushed his shit. Like I just killed him. You know what I mean? And then I went to the Blowed the next week or whatever, and I saw Otherwise in the parking lot, and he was like, yo, you fucking murdered that fool last week. And I was like, he tried to get at you a little bit, but I had to get at him. I couldn't let that go down like that, just out of respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then Otherwise, Full Circle is on this new record, Poetry of War.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's on the record. So,
Hell
you know what I mean? And it's just, we've just all been doing this shit a long time. Otherwise, shout out to you, Otherwise. Much respect, brother. He has some projects that he's done with Ja Blues, who produced my new record, Poetry of War. But yeah, he's on the record. It's Full Circle. But so that to me will always be something that I remember about the Blow, because I had such a respect for Otherwise.
Yeah.
in
You're
that
like, I had your
moment,
back,
yeah,
dog,
I
like-
got your back type vibe. But I remember,
tight.
I remember crushing whoever it was that I was rapping against, like pretty.
Folks try to get out of hand, huh?
Yeah,
like,
if it
hey,
was
dog,
just,
not,
you know,
not here.
Yeah, man. So that was cool. That was one thing I could remember.
And when they have the annual thing at the Blow, you guys perform?
Yeah, we've been doing the Blow. The Cloaks have been performing because, you know, me and AWOL are both individual solo artists, but the Blowed collective is so big that sometimes those shows get unorganized and everybody wants rap time, right? So like our Blowed collective is just too big. It cannot. We can't get everybody on. So the Cloaks it's like you get 2 in 1 with the Cloaks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's
we
cool.
do our set that way. And it's at different venues. It just depends. It's been at different venues. It's not at the Blow. We got to find a bigger venue because of, you know, the collective and whatnot. And
Yeah, and
so-
people come out. I have homies
Yeah.
that are like, oh, we're going. And
Yeah,
and
man.
It's a lot of motherfuckers right
yeah,
there.
man. I think the only thing that kind of slowed things down was COVID.
Yeah.
You know, and even then, I think last year was at Lamert, and so it was like a more open space in the, you know, right there on the corner right there at Lamert. So it wasn't in the building, but
And
yeah,
they
man.
still have the building, though?
Oh yeah, man. They're the you know, LA Cool and you know, the ambassadors of the Blowed, Abstract Rude, LA Cool, Micah. You know, there's different and NAC alone. There's different. They're just doing different things. In fact, Monday night they have something called House Shoes. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure if that's actually what it's called, but they just sent me the flyer. So Monday night, tomorrow night, they're doing something new. Let me just see what it is real quick so I don't misstate it. But
That's a little event they're going to be rocking.
yeah, it's Jay Smooth from Project Blowed is I think hosting that. Let me just check it out because I want to make sure I get the information right. It's called Show Me Them Shoes. So it's about the dancers. So, you know, the Blow collectives, you know, there's a lot of MCs, but the dancing element is still part of it as well, DJing and, you know, but there's, you know, so like the hosts be Ja Aura, Ruckus, and Jay Smooth. Those are my homies. You know, a bunch of dope DJs, Smoke Lotus, DJ Lumen, who's my homie, and LA Smurf. You know, Zulu's going to be out there dancing. Satch from the Nonce will be out there. So just, you know, it's all crew, it's all love, man. So big ups to Project Blow, big ups to Smooth. Show Me Them Shoes. That's the deal. So the dancers come out.
They break or what?
Yeah, there's freestyle dance like Zulu from Abstract Tribe Unique. He's more of a freestyle dancer, you know, but really, really dope. Been dancing for as long as I've been rapping, dude, longer. He's super OG. But yeah, man, it's just talent. You know what I mean? It's just raw talent out there doing their thing, man.
Full showing all what they can do. And then you said back in the day you used to be into popping and breaking?
Yeah, man, I went through all those phases, dude. I was like probably one of the youngest world-class wrecking crew. It was an old school breakdance crew I was from. I was like the youngest kid from their crew and shit back in the day. I actually, my mom has this picture of me somewhere. I had long hair when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And but I have this picture that she has somewhere, and I wanted to find it and like use it for like an album cover or something. But it has I'm wearing it. It's like one of those baseball tees, right?
Yeah.
And it has my name, Christopher the Master Popper, in Old English. I'm a little kid and
sick.
shit. It was fucking hard.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
And did you ever do like Radiotron?
Yeah, I've been to Radiotron.
You been there?
Yeah, of course. Carmelo, who is the elder statesman, the founder of Radiotron, we actually performed at the Radiotron. The Cloaks performed at the Radiotron 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Not the past
they
one.
still have the fucking Radiotron?
Yeah, they still do it, and they're doing a new one.
Yeah.
This year it's gonna be coming up in a couple of months. So shout out to Carmelo, he's the founder of Radiotron. In fact, his daughter is in one of my new videos for my new album, Poetry of War.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's all full circle, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember back in the day, well, man, I used to love, like, I used to pop and shit.
Yeah.
Breakdance. I used to go to, like, the B-Boy Summits when they would have
Yeah, B-Boy Summits, dude.
I always wanted to go to Radiotron, and I didn't know that they still have it.
Yeah, they still do them, man. We did the Radiotron 2 years ago. I remember me and AWOL, it was like the first show that we did out coming out of COVID.
Yeah.
When we all went in lockdown, and this was the first show that we booked. I actually ran into Carmelo, the founder of Radiotron, while I was painting that building.
Yeah.
And he hit me up to get the Cloaks there, and we rocked it. I remember me and AWOL though. We got there early, and we were like the second to last. Fat Lip from the Far Side was headlining.
Okay.
It was us and Fat Lip, but we got there and we hadn't seen each other in so long that we were just drinking beers, and then the next thing we were getting another 6-pack, and we were just sitting there waiting to go on, and we were faded when we went on, dog. It was faded. It was a lot of fun, dude.
It made it better.
Yeah, super dope breakers and a lot of talent. It was just really dope, man. And Carmelo is a huge contributor to Los Angeles culture, and shout out to you, Carmelo Alvarez, for being awesome, man, for having the Radiotron and still doing it. Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I remember the videos where of the battles and stuff back in the
Yeah,
day with
dude.
Flat Top. Remember that was like what got me into
LA Breakers
popping,
and all those dudes. Yeah,
Rock Force Crew.
Yep.
All those guys. I used to get because I love that shit, and I used to get all the breaking videos and all the stuff I could get,
man.
and just watch them. Like I was telling other guys, whenever I was into something, I was hardcore into like anything like. Breakdancing, I was super into it. I fucking like Sublime. That shit. I was the biggest in 6th grade, 7th grade. I was the fucking biggest. Anything that I could find by them, I fucking had. Like till this day.
Have you heard the Sublime tribute album?
I heard. I've heard Sublime where it's like different fools that play their music. Yeah.
AWOL and Ab have a song on there.
I think they did they do Badfish?
No, they did My Ruka. They did Ruka.
Yeah,
they did, and he actually performed that yesterday. He rocked his verse from that, but him and Ab they're on that.
That's fucking tight. I was tripping out on Brother Lynch did a song with Sublime.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that
they have a song called
sick.
Cue Ball. If you ever look up Sublime, they have a song called Cue Ball, and they did a song with Brother Lynch hung and that full Cue, his Cue Ball.
Yeah.
Fucking Brother Lynch and Cue Ball.
Man,
fucking they made a song with them.
I don't know how I didn't know about that.
You could hear them rapping on there. I'm like, what the fuck? And I think it's like a summertime mix or something, but Brother Lynch hung was on there. I was like, that's the randomest. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That means that they're fans of him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, how do they know?
They're fans of Brother Lynch.
So
dude.
they probably linked up in a bay or something, or like, fuck it, but that's what I want to like. I want it because Brother Lynch sung. He's gonna do our show.
Sick.
Yeah, dog. I've been a big fan since I was a little kid from my brother bumping him.
Yeah.
And I always did that. And since I heard that song, I've always wanted to talk to Brother Lynch just to see like, how are you with Sublime? And I reached out to him, and he's like, hey, when I'm in LA, I'll do your show. I'm down. I was like, what the fuck?
That's dope.
And so I keep in contact with him just so he doesn't forget about me, you know. And I'm like, because I that's like the number one question I want to ask him. What the fuck were you doing with
I'll be tuned in. I want to hear the answer. So I gotta hear the song now.
Yeah, it's called Cue Ball.
It's on
with
YouTube
Sublime
or something.
And Brother Lynch Hung. I think you could probably hear it. If you look it up, it's on iTunes.
Oh,
if
is
you
it?
look it on iTunes, it's
I just slept on it.
Yeah,
I just didn't catch it.
But yeah, I had fucking everything from Sublime, and that was my thing. Like whatever I was into, I wanted to know everything about it. Graffiti, like. That shit was one of my biggest things growing up. Like, full force was.
Did you grow up in
graffiti.
Bellflower?
No, I grew up in the desert in a little town, Ridgecrest.
Okay.
It's in a high desert, small ass town.
Yeah.
Like 20,000 people. You know.
Yeah.
It's just a little town, and I would come out here because I'm originally I was born in Compton, but we were in Paramount until I was like 6.
Yeah.
Moved to Ridgecrest, grew up there, came back. But we would always come out here, and one of the biggest things was always like music and the graffiti out here.
Right.
That's what, like I always look forward to it.
Yeah.
Even being a little kid, the graffiti always got me. You
Yeah.
know, big time, and we just blew up from that shit. Started a whole fucking HOF crew. You know, like That's from Ridgecrest.
Is that your shit?
Yeah, dude. Like,
are you HOF?
The founder. Yeah, like
you're the founder of HOF.
Me and my homie Geos, and there's other homies, you know, Brack. But that started in Ridgecrest. That's a little ass town, and those 3 letters came all the way up. Well, I brought them out here, and boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, man.
It just went
all
everywhere.
those homies that you're talking about, you know, they're
those-
HOF.
yeah,
The
those
younger
are
the
the
younger
HOF.
homies, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But they're dope, man. They did their thing.
And
HOF is doing their thing for
well,
sure.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that started from nothing, you know, and it was just like, it's like what I don't know. I always try to do some shit with whatever I was doing. Like, I wanted everybody to know what the fuck I'm doing. So podcasting,
Yeah.
music, like, I always wanted people to know. And graffiti was how all my friends are from that. Like,
Yeah.
just from, you know, the 90% of my friends that I have I met them through graffiti, you know?
Yeah.
And I've known these guys for 20 years now.
Yeah,
like,
man.
when you think about it, it's like, damn, I came out here in 2003. In 2001, we would do all that. But I've known a lot of these guys that are part of the crew, and even the other guys that aren't, but we painted together or whatever. We known them for 20 years. These guys become your family, you know? That's all you
Yeah.
know. And a lot of the people that I know, it's through graffiti, like music guys, artists, all that
Right.
stuff. It's through graffiti, and that was my main shit forever.
Yeah.
I didn't have homies when
Our
I first moved out
generation,
here.
that's what it was, man. You mean, you know, especially being from, you know, Los Angeles County and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you're
It's a-
going to
it's a-
fucking get into a
yeah,
gang,
you're-
or
yeah.
you're going to fucking get into graffiti,
it's
or
either
you're going to fucking be...
and be in jail for stealing or doing some dumb
something
shit. It's like
stupid.
you have to out here. It's like not have to, but it's like good if you have an outlet. You have music. You have
Right.
all this. Like I music too. Like my shit was music my whole life. I just would just do like hooks and playing bands here.
Now I
got to
get you on a hook. I got to hear some
that's
hooks,
why,
dog.
we'll make it happen
Yeah.
for sure. But that was my thing, like music and graffiti. And my friends that I have now, it's all through art,
Yeah, man.
or through music. you
I would
know?
say like 97% of everybody I do music with does graffiti or did graffiti or has a graffiti background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that shit links a lot of people together. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's community.
You'd be like, oh, you know that fool? Be like, yeah, he fucking came in. He came over here and we painted or whatever. And you traveled. Like now, where fools travel for graffiti and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the first times I fucking traveled for anything was to go and do graffiti. You know, like
Yeah.
I didn't go fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
We're
man.
here. You know, I didn't think about going places. And when I started getting into traveling was because we were going either have a meeting or go and let's go and paint this fucking city.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. But nobody like nobody that knows fucking me from holding it down. I don't ever talk about being art. I was just telling Modesto that I
Holding it down exclusives.
Yeah,
Tommy 3 Plates is a vandal.
Yeah, the vandal, 3 vandals. But hey, I was telling him like nobody knows that I do art or music because I do art. I do watercoloring and other every form of art, but graffiti is like one of the big ones. But nobody that knows me
Yeah.
through anything. I don't ever
Yeah.
advertise or promote it,
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
But yeah, that's my thing. And on January we're gonna have an art show, so you guys could go to the 3 Plates art show. I'll have all the details ready for you guys, and we'll talk about it later on.
Sick.
But yeah, January I'm gonna have my show where nobody knows that I do
So
art.
you're
or
just
whatever.
building up right now for the show?
Yeah, right now. I have I have mad art, but it's just all in a little portfolio that I have. But I have mad canvases and
Sick.
paintings, and I still do. I'm doing a series of Blood In, Blood Out characters.
Sick.
In watercolor. So I have like Miklo, Paco, Crucito, Juanito.
Hell yeah.
Everyone, Chewy, like everyone that from that movie. I'm doing a series of watercolors of them.
Dope.
And I'm gonna do like videos and bring them out to people and maybe prints or sell the original ones. But now with this, like where we're doing the podcast and doing other things, like it's like I'm just using all that shit to
Man.
like finally people could see this shit. My whole fucking life I always did shit to hopefully somebody seen this, and now it's like I'm gonna try to get people to see it.
Yeah.
And it's working. A lot of people, we just had a fucking live show, and there was people at that motherfucker, and it was our 10th episode, and
Yeah.
we have 8 episodes out, and we
Yeah.
have one chilling. We did Good Time Charlie, and then we have the live. So, and then now we have Gel Roc,
Word
so
up.
we're gonna be do. But dog, it's just gonna try to start building from this,
Yeah.
making stuff happen,
Hell
meeting
yeah,
cool
man.
people, and going. But
That's what's up.
We're gonna take a little break. We'll be right back. check out the commercial from Suavecito.
Like any success story, Suavecito started with a dream to open up a hot dog spot. We started selling our homemade Suavecito at local barbershops and car shows to the people that we knew would love it most. They demanded more, so we made more. Fast forward 12 years and millions of happy fans and friends later, we still use the same formula at an affordable price. We believe that great hair starts at the roots, our community. And nothing builds community like looking our best together. Suavecito is more than just pomade and top-shelf grooming products. It's who we are and who you could be. Because when you feel good about yourself, people notice. Ready to transform your hair game for good? Click the link and pick up some of our award-winning Superior Pomade and help us get one step closer to opening that hot dog spot. Suavecito. Get it, hombre.
And now we're back. Little break, but we're right here. We got the stories from Gel Roc and listening to all the stuff. Can't wait to listen to the records we got.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I wanted to ask you about, like growing up out here, and you said the 90s and stuff. How did that shit change from like hip hop and the music to how you see it now and how people are doing that shit now, like underground wise? Like,
I don't. I think social media has given a platform that has helped some of our homies, exploit their talent for the right reasons and have helped them. You know what I mean? Social media is a good tool from that perspective. Yeah. I've seen some of our homies. Social media got me here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just different things, different opportunities. I mean, there's no doubt that that's just been the biggest thing I think that has evolved independent artistry in music. Because before we were slanging tapes hand to hand. We were going to the B-Boy Summit. Yeah. We were going to the Radiotron. We were selling everything on the corners and at the shows and doing performances and doing merch tables and all of that. And we still do that. You know what I mean? We still do merch tables and still do all that type of shit. But social media just helped give us another forum, another platform, with websites and all that shit to be able to move our shit, more globally, around the world and so on. So all that old school, street to street shit, like it's like graffiti. Like graffiti is way different because of social media now.
Yeah, you'll be the most popular graffiti artist, and you do graffiti.
We did that shit before.
Backyard.
We did that shit before with like an anonymity. You know what I mean? Like you weren't supposed to tell people who you were. You weren't supposed to it was like they just saw you up and they just knew the lore. They didn't know. But now they fucking see Gel Roc's a beer drinking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
They see the behind the scenes.
They know everybody. I mean, obviously there's still heads that are actively, crushing the illegal scene and they're not showing their face, and that's appropriate. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, social media has just given birth to like just visibility and accessibility to artists.
Yeah,
street artists, vandals, musicians. Yeah. So I think that's how it's changed. Probably in the biggest, that's like the most, the biggest thing that's changed it. You know what I mean? It just went from street to fucking global.
Yeah.
So now now hip hop runs the fucking world. It's the culture. Everything is hip hop culture. I mean, it might be Kanye in the fucking headlines.
Yeah.
With fucking trash bags or whatever the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the point is that, this culture is fucking running shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, there's connectivity, right? So social media also connects, mainstream artistry with independent artistry, right? So like I see like some of the homies that are blowing up on the socials, and you see all these celebrities that are fucking following them and liking them. I fucking love that shit, dog.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that. I love seeing all of my homies excel and do what makes them happy and to blow up, man, because everybody deserves it. We all deserve the best. I say that shit all the time. We deserve the best.
And all the hard work you guys put into that shit,
but I mean,
paved
like,
the way.
Yeah. In general, I mean that. Like, you deserve the best, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's dope to hear that you got the art show coming up. I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll come through, dog. I'll do. You know what I mean? I'm all about just contributing however I can, man. Whatever I can do to help other people. I can. I'll come and rock a set, you know what I mean? Whatever,
yeah,
we'll when we come back with the Cloaks, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna keep pushing and contribute however we can and get the music out and help your podcast holding it down. You know what I mean?
Thank you guys. That's just gonna be, man. I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It'll be
have
really
the Cloaks
dope
in here, jamming, Gel Roc.
Yeah,
it's a history right here. You know?
Man, for sure. But yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. Is social media is the thing that changed the game. That's been the most game-changing thing for music and even, like I said, graffiti and everything,
Yeah. And then you could have access, like, hey, I want to know what Gel Roc's food is. You probably could look up your Instagram and you'll be like, this food likes fucking barbecue than a motherfucker and beers.
Beers, they know for sure. So I don't know. I don't post food and shit like that, but, but yeah, man, I mean, I have homies that do that shit, you know what I mean? They're posting... I take pictures of the shit, like, I'm cooking and shit, and I'll like send it to the homies. I'll send it to, like, Gel Roc's over here killing it right now.
Yeah, but like, you see this motherfucking, I'm saying,
you know what the fuck,
little barbecue right now. I mean? You see the fucking ribs.
Yeah,
I do that shit all the time before I cook. Yeah. But on the grill, I have like mad videos of me just burning the meat. Like, dog, I love grilling food, but a lot of times, 6 times out of 10, 4 times out of 10, I'll fucking burn the motherfucking shit. You turn around.
I like my shit crispy, homie, so I keep it.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
No, I'll turn around, I'll come back. Ooh, the other day, I just fucking opened the grill. I was like, damn, mad fire. I was like, I undid the fucking propane and walked away. I was like, let's go.
Hell yeah.
I was like, I just let it burn
Pour some
down.
beer on it.
Doug, I tried everything. I was like, oh shit, I poured fucking beer. I was like, oh shit, let me get this propane. Took the propane out. The fucking fire finally went out. Meat burned. Charcoal. I threw that shit on the ground. The dog didn't even want it. She was like, what the fuck is this?
Damn, you really burned that shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. In a matter of seconds. But other than that, when I do grill and it comes out good, fire. You know what I'm saying? People are like, okay.
6 times out of 10 fire.
But I like cooking.
4 times out of 10 burned from fire. 6 times out of 10 just fire.
Yeah, just fire. That's just bomb.
Yeah.
And, well, we're gonna do a little cooking show.
Sick.
Just like a little segment right here in the kitchen. We're gonna cooking with 3 plates. So I'll just make like quick little plates. Huevos rancheros, meatloaf,
That's my
whatever.
favorite, dog. You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. So, hey, the huevos
can't burn
rancheros will
huevos
be like,
rancheros,
hey,
dog.
right here, we're going to be cooking with Gel Roc. We're going to be making huevos rancheros. So we'll cook and then talk a little bit and then go back into talking about whatever we're cooking, you know?
We actually did. I think there's an episode, Kenny Siegel, who is a super dope producer out of Los Angeles. He used to have a show called Ken Can Cook. And it was like a YouTube thing, and me and Abstract Rude, we did one of his episodes. It's probably on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that in a long time. And yeah, he like cooked us. I don't even remember what he cooked. He cooked us like some chicken or something. I don't know what he cooked us, but it was a really cool edited video. And I don't know. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, yeah, he was doing something. He did a compilation called Ken Can Cook. And we all know he cooks. Yeah. But I had some other homies that they did a YouTube series. Like they would go around to all, like just different like chefs and whatnot. Like, community, right? Yeah. Like give spotlight
to like a restaurant,
right?
And shit.
To a restaurant. But they hit me up, and I don't know how. I think I made that happen. Now that I think about it, I don't know. My memory is not that great because I smoke too much. But but
through the times.
Yeah. But it's out there on YouTube. So
yeah, we'll check it out. What is it? The Yen Can or
Can
Cook?
Can Cook. I'll have to find it and send you the link, dude. But it's pretty dope. It was cool, man. That was a fun experience.
That's cool.
I'll find it.
Well, that's why we'll get you guys in there cooking. We'll be in there cooking some bomb stuff. But once again, thank you for coming out here and telling us the story. It's gonna be a round 2, and we're gonna have the Cloaks here playing. And
get that Cerveza Cito, you know what I mean?
And we got the fucking beers going. We're gonna have the beer. It's gonna be nice.
Cerveza Cito.
Cerveza Cito.
That's what's up. But, man. Big ups to Holding It Down podcast. Much love to Tommy 3 Plates and everybody that's tuned in. Original Gel Roc. You can find me on the socials at GELROC. The new record is Poetry of War, produced by my man DJ Ja Blues. Side poetry, side war. It's on wax. You know, the vinyl here comes with this sick poster by Plek, WAICBSUTI. You know, the CDs, the tapes, the USBs, the cloaks, a Cloakwork Orange, all kinds of shit, man. But big ups. Thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all very much.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah, man. Next time we're coming back,
telling a story, and man, can't wait to do it again.
Next time we're coming back and we're fucking rocking the Cloaks.
Yeah, it's going. Motherfuckers better get ready.
That's what's up. Join the Cloaks.
Yeah, and then all the links to get anything from the Cloaks and Gel Roc is gonna be on the bottom. Check us out, suavecito.com. Anything you need. Thank you guys.